Hey, so do you keep losing your train of thought? So right in the middle of a conversation, mid-sentence, your mind goes blank, you lose your train of thought. It prevents you from articulating yourself in the way you want and connecting with others. And if this is something you are experiencing, stick around because in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly why you keep losing your train of thought right in the middle of what you're trying to say. And I'm gonna show you it's not a memory problem, nor is it a personality problem. Let's get into the details right now. And before we dive in, just wanna introduce myself. My name is Rubin and I'm a transformational coach. And this community, it's dedicated to helping you reduce your social anxiety and increase your self-esteem and your belief in yourself so that you can express yourself fearlessly. And if that's something you resonate with, consider hitting that subscribe button and there's a bell notification beside that. Make sure you hit that as well so that you know right when I release helpful videos just like this one. And so constantly losing your train of thought, it's extremely frustrating. You can't express yourself, you can't articulate what you want to say, and you often will get reactions from other people like, is he gonna finish what he's trying to say? Should I jump in and save him? Or they just come in and cut you off and you never get the opportunity to say what you want to say because you're just not quick enough. Now, why does this happen on a physiological level? We have to talk about your human stress response, which is something that we are all born with. And you might have heard of it. It's called the fight, flight, freeze system. And you can think of this system, again, we're all born with it. You can think of this system as another system just like your digestive system. You're born with it. And what happens when, for example, you eat a burger, your digestive system gets activated. It releases certain hormones to digest the food that you're eating. In other words, your digestive system, when it gets activated, it starts taking over certain functions in your body. And the same goes for your fight, flight, freeze system. It starts taking over certain functions in your body. We're gonna focus on the mind going blank today, but other examples are of these functions: shutting down your hearing so you can't process people's words, racing heart rate, shallow breath, feeling like you can't breathe. This is what happens when this fight, flight, freeze system starts to get activated. And the thing is, it can get activated to a certain degree. And when it's activated to a high degree, think of the RPMs in your car. When it goes into the red zone, okay, your engine's gonna overheat. So I want you to think about it that way. When your fight, flight, freeze system goes off and it goes off to a very high degree into that red zone, your mind will start to go blank and you will start to lose your train of thought. So this is step number one. Become aware of this and acknowledge this within yourself. You may seem calm, cool, collected on the outside, but on the inside, you are extremely stressed. So stressed, your stress levels are so high that you're in the red zone. Your mind is going blank. You're losing your memory. You're losing your train of thought. You have to come to a place of acceptance around this. And if this is making sense to you, you know you put off this calm, cool, collected personality on the outside, but you know you're stressed on the inside. And this is helping you take that weight off your shoulders. You don't have to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders anymore. Comment below, let us know. So now that you know there's this massive stress response going off within you, and you might be wondering, well, it's just a conversation. Like, what is going on with me? Well, in order to make sense of why that stress response is going off and going off to such a high degree, we have to take a look at this from an evolutionary perspective, because what's happening in that situation? You're in a conversation, your mind's going blank, for example, you lose your train of thought. What's happening is your fight, flight, freeze system is shutting down purposefully. This is intentional. This is a part of the mechanism. It's shutting down your cognition. It's shutting down your ability to think rationally, even more so, your ability to think at all. And again, the only way this is gonna make sense is if we take a look at this from an evolutionary perspective. So if we think back to our ancestors, if you think back to the caveman days, was the digestive system present? Yes. Were we eating ice cream and refined carbs? No, it was still present. But as we evolve over the years, the hundreds of thousands of years, we are learning to adapt to the new foods that are being introduced to our digestive system, which has existed the entire time. The machinery has existed the entire time we've existed. Now, was the fight, flight, freeze system present in the caveman days? Yes. Was giving presentations in front of our coworkers present? No. Was water cooler talk present? No. Was going to after work social events with our coworkers present? No, it wasn't present. What was present back in the caveman days where the machinery still existed? Life-threatening circumstances, tigers, bears, life-threatening animals where our ancestors, their lives could be taken at any moment. They were constantly scanning for danger in their environment. Now, I want you to think about it like this. Put yourself back in the caveman days. Put yourself there. You're in the desert. There's a random bush in front of your face. You don't know if there's a tiger there. You don't know if there's a bear there. Let's say a saber-toothed tiger walks out and you're standing face to face with this beast. You're in an actual life-threatening circumstance. My question to you is, do you want to be thinking about how you feel about the situation? What your opinions are? Do you want to express your personality? Or do you want to react instinctually? And from this perspective, it makes sense. We don't want to be thinking. Thinking is going to slow you down. It's going to slow down your reaction time, and it's going to get you killed by that saber-toothed tiger. We want your thinking shut down. We actually want your mind to go blank. And you're probably thinking like, yeah, like I get it, it makes sense, but I'm not in the caveman days. I'm just trying to have a conversation with a coworker at work. I get it. The way out of this is to calibrate that stress response to be proportionate to the situation at hand. So for example, even present day, let's say you're in a physical altercation, somebody's getting aggressive. You do want that stress response going off. You don't want to be thinking about, oh geez, well, this guy is throwing a punch at my face and I just don't know what to think or what to feel about it. It's just too slow. You want to react instinctually. And then on the other hand, if you're just having a conversation at work, you don't want that stress response going off. You want it at a very calm state that allows you to have that thinking, that cognitive process back so that you can articulate what you're saying, speak clearly, and speak in a way that you feel heard and that you can connect to other people. And in order to calibrate that stress response to make sure it's proportionate to what's going on, the situation at hand, we have to take a look at the things that are causing that stress response to be activated. And in order to do so, I want to offer you a completely free masterclass. And in this masterclass, we're going to walk through the key things that are causing that fight, flight, freeze system to get activated, because we always want to deal with it at the cause level. So if you've been trying to just willpower your way through, just try to think of what to say next, try to willpower, force it through, think of what to say next, and it's just not coming. You go study the conversational skills, you go study on things to talk about, and it's just not moving the needle. This class is for you. I highly recommend you take that today. There's just a much easier way. It doesn't need to feel like you're carrying around that 100-pound weight with you. And if you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. Here's some other videos that you can check out next, including those other symptoms of that fight, flight, freeze system that we were talking about. And I will see you soon. I'll see you in the next video. All right, peace out.